Hey everyone, Melissa Eichenhorst here, Diamond Ambassador, and Stephanie reached out to me and asked me if I would do a quick video for each of you on something about leadership. And so teaching and training is my passion, and leadership is actually one of my favorite things to train about. And so today I want to talk to you about momentum. As leaders, momentum is absolutely, positively your very, very best friend. And so it is important that if you don't have momentum, that you do what it takes to get momentum on your team. And if you have momentum, it's so important that you keep that momentum going on your team. And so first of all, I want to tell you why it's so important. You know, if you have a team and you're not in momentum and you have little tiny issues come up, maybe you have a customer service issue, or you have a product issue, or maybe your package is taking a long time to arrive, and that gets brought up, that can really, if you have no momentum on your team, that can be really disappointing and draining, and it can make you frustrated, or it can make it seem like, you know, why am I doing this? Those little things, I guess is what I'm trying to say, those little things become really big things if you don't have any momentum. Okay, but if you have momentum going on your team and someone comes to you and they complain to you about the shipping department, or maybe, you know, not seeing results fast enough, you guys, it feels completely different. When someone comes to me with an issue like that, it's so easy for me just to shake it off because my team is in momentum. But if we were slow, then it would be really frustrating and draining for me. Okay, so little things seem bigger when there's no momentum. When you have momentum going, when you have momentum actually really going, then those little things don't seem as big. You know, when momentum is going too, it seems like you can do anything, like you can conquer the world. Look at sports teams. When you have sports teams that are, you know, winning game after game after game after game, you're not hearing about, you know, injuries and fears that they might have and things like that, because they're in full momentum. And so they're ready to conquer the world, take on the world, and it's easier to keep going, I guess is what I'm saying, when you're in momentum. So, okay, how do we get momentum as Plexus ambassadors? There are a couple ways. The first way that you can get into momentum as a Plexus ambassador is through your personal relationships on your team. So look for people in your downline that you can bond with. Bonding with people and forming those relationships makes it a lot easier for you to get in momentum. Personal activity is so huge. There's something that I love to do on my team called Income Producing Activity Group Chats. So I call them IPA chats. And what that is I take a small group of people, 15 to 20 people for me. For you, it might be 2 or 3 people, 5 to 10 people. And I put them in a group chat and I kind of lay out the rules for them. I tell them this is not a teaching group. It's not a training group. This is a place where we can just hold one another accountable to income producing activity. And the requirements are that we need to be reaching out to 2 brand new people each and every day, and we need to be posting on social media each and every day, and 1/3 of your social media posts need to be Plexus related. And then we do follow-up Fridays, and so each and every day these people are checking in, saying done, and then they're commenting if they're done, and then they're sharing, you know, if they had a success for the day based on their income producing activity. If they don't comment for 2 days, then they're removed from the group, and they know up front, no hard feelings, but we really are here to hold one another accountable. And so those have been huge in creating activity and momentum on my team. And I'll do these typically for 1 month with a group, and then at the end of the month, if they all stick with me, then I'll do something awesome for them, like send them a small gift, or I will give them like an additional leadership training that doesn't cost anything, but if they stick with it, then they get more leadership training. So those IPA chats have been huge, huge, huge for me. Another way that you can get momentum going on your team is through opportunity meetings. This does not have to be a huge meeting of 100 to 150 people in a church, or getting a location. This could be getting some friends at your house. This could be doing an online opportunity meeting. But y'all, it's all about presenting this opportunity and our products to as many people as possible in the short amount of time. And as short of amount of time as possible. So find a way to host or join in with someone to host an opportunity meeting with them to get momentum going. Last, people work harder for praises than raises. Love on your team. Praise them whenever you can. When you see that they've done something amazing or they're stepping out of their comfort zone, love on them and praise them, and that will create momentum for them. They're going to want to keep doing that activity that got them praise. And so as leaders, like I said, we've got to keep the momentum going on our teams. If you can keep it going, then you'll really see your team growing exponentially. And then, okay, last, this is longer than I wanted it to be, but last, anticipate roadblocks. As leaders, we need to be able to anticipate the roadblocks to our momentum and remove those roadblocks. So, you know, a lot of times on my team page, I'll just throw common objections out there because I know that objections that people get can hinder momentum. And so then we'll talk through as a team, you know, how we can overcome these objections. So many different ways, but you have to have your, you know, finger on the pulse of your team to know, like, what is it about them that could derail them and slow your momentum down. Identify that, see it when it's coming. Like, if you feel things starting to get negative, get out in front of it so it doesn't derail the momentum that you're working so hard to create. So that was a lot, but I hope that it's helpful, and this opportunity is so worth it, y'all. So get your team into momentum so that we can hang on the beaches in Maui together next year. Go Plexus.